call it the return of the turban. The turban trend has been making a huge comeback in the world of fashion. The word turban is an English word that describes several types of headgear. The most recognizable culture that is known for wearing the turban headdress is the Middle Eastern culture. In the Middle East, turbans are worn by leaders and native people to indicate their class, wealth, power, profession, and religion. The first mention of turbans dates back to the end of the 14th century, at the end of the Moors' occupation in Spain. Turbans were seen in English fashion in the 1790s, inspired by England's increased trade with India for cotton. The French brought the turban to the forefront of fashion in the 20th century by Paul Poiret, a French designer who frequented the use of turbans in his collection from the early to mid-1930s. In the late 20th century, the turban crossed over into Western culture with some of old Hollywood's leading movie starlets. In the 1930s, it was seen on Greta Garbo and Gloria Swanson. In the 40s and 50s, the turban was seen on Audrey Hepburn, Elizabeth Taylor, and Marlene Dietrich. Since that era, the turban had pretty much gone on a long hiatus from the fashion trend circuit, only to be revived by the trendsetters in the industry, Miuccia Prada and Ralph Lauren, who both featured turbans in their spring collections in 2007. The turban was received with mixed reviews, leaving the look to fairly catch on in the mainstream. Yet 2 years later, leave it to supermodel Kate Moss to wear a metallic gold turban to the Met Gala ball. Vogue editor-at-large Andre Leon Talley was also seen at this time wearing turbans, putting his own classic spin on the look. With these two fashion trendsetters reviving this trend, it seemed like the turban was slowly making a comeback. However, trends aren't really defined until they appear in pop culture. Patricia Field, the stylist behind Sex and the City, styled Sarah Jessica Parker, otherwise known as Carrie Bradshaw, in a turban for the franchise's movie sequel earlier this year. From that moment, the turban look exploded onto the fall 2010 and spring 2011 runway shows, with the likes of Peter Som, Jason Wu, and Andrew Jin. Global fashion magazines including Elle Brazil and Vogue Germany have also begun to include turbans as the focal point in their styling for editorials for the spring season. Turbans also began to adorn the crowns of top fashion bloggers, modeling their personal adaptations of the look and do-it-yourself tutorials. The turban look has also resonated with several celebrities: Ashley Olsen, Selma Hayek, Kourtney Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, June Ambrose, Solange Knowles, and Chrisette Michele, just to name a few. Of course, no trend is fully complete until it trickles down to the fashion lovers in the streets. Turbans have been featured on numerous street style sites, including the Sartorialist, Street Peeper, Vanessa Jackman, and Jack and Jill. Stylish mavens from all over the world have taken the turban, which can easily look dated, and turned it anew by pairing the trend with edgy, modern pieces to look fresh and hip. The turban trend continues to reinvent itself to fit into the contemporary mode of fashion today.